Good evening everybody, and once again welcome to the video. And in this video I just want to talk about an open source library that me and my co-workers have published. It's absolutely free and I just want to talk a little bit about that. So let's get straight into action. ClickUP to S3 migration is an open source Python library developed by me and my co-workers. So essentially, let's read. Me and my co-workers, I created a free and an open source library. Anyone can now transfer the entire ClickUP folder, tickets, comments to S3 or data lake. When we switched from ClickUP to JIRA software, this task was essentially done to back up the entire ClickUP system, right? The threaded script essentially employs the maximum number of threads to use ClickUP API and migrate all the data to the data lake S3. So that the user or the teams can use Athena to query the data using a standard SQL approach. So here is a threaded Python script. What it does is basically it goes to the workspace, and then for a workspace, it's gonna fetch all the spaces that you have. Then for each space, we'll have many folders. Then for each folder, you might have many lists. Then for each list, you have like a task, subtask, and then you have comments. So basically, it makes a bunch of API calls, right? And ClickUP has a, I guess for business users, you can use up to 10,000 API calls, right? So this leverages a thread, and essentially it's gonna call all these APIs in a thread, and it's gonna basically dump the data into the data lake. So the end goal here, as you can see, all the data, for example, the workspace, the list, the members, the tags, the tickets, the comments, everything is moved to S3. And if needed, you can run glue crawler and query this data using a standard SQL approach. This is more than about 600 lines of code. So again, we are going to add up, again, we will add more features as and when we get time. For example, what if you just want to back up a particular workspace, or what if you want to just back up a particular space? There's a name, and that's the space that you want to back up. So those stuff, we will add the functionality again, as I said. And if you need certain functionality, kindly fork the repository, and then make your changes, and then you can submit a merge request, and then we can merge it to the main branch. Again, this is the code. As you can see, a lot of code has been written here. It's if you observe, it is threaded, as I said, right? So over here, I'll show you here. So as you can see, it launches all these in thread, and right, if you use the word join. So again, this will move all the data from ClickUP to S3, and if needed, you can run glue crawler and query the data using standard SQL. The main purpose is purely for backup, or if you wanna have that data for some other purposes, you can use or leverage this script. Feel free to go into the source code if needed, and that's it I would like to say for the video. And I would like to thank the rest two authors, that is April Love and Divyansh Patel, for contributing on this open source library. Thank you guys. I hope you guys are gonna use this library, and I will see you next time. If you have any questions, kindly post your question in the comments, and I'll be very happy to reply to your comments as and when I get time. Thank you so much, and I see you guys next time.